Alright. Looks like we're live. Should probably open up the giveaway. There we go. Welcome, guys. We'll be getting started in a minute or so. As a reminder, if you already entered the giveaway yesterday or Friday, you don't need to enter again today. You're already all set. Alright, looks like it's 7:30, meaning it's time for us to get started. So welcome back, everyone. Black 6 here for one more night, building the Aston Martin DB5 from James Bond fame. So yes, this is what we've done the past couple of nights. It really is starting to look like a car, but we're not quite there yet. We've got some opening doors. We've got our gear shift mechanism that's going to do something up front here, what we don't yet know. We've got our little spy tracker system. Boop. Pretty snazzy. And then we're eventually going to have our ejector seat mechanism as well. So, quite a few functions. There's also something else going on back here that we're not sure what it is yet. But yeah, let's get started. No need to dilly-dally. We've still got a bit to build. Got to finish our third set of bags and then do the fourth. I, for one, am excited to see how it all comes together. Another cool drum lacquered part we've got going in tonight, a 2x4 tile in drum lacquered silver. Alright, so these are apparently going in this slot we built yesterday. So you can see you've got these two 1x4s. What do I feel like I'm going in and out? Let's check our mic. Sorry guys, having a quick headphone issue. There we go, that's better. Okay. So yeah, where were we? Alright, got these two 1x4s with the grooves. Can see there's that yellow clip in there, so we're putting this 1x2 plate with a bar. And we just kind of slide that in there. And that pops into place. So it kind of sticks out just like a little bit, like a half plate distance. And it looks kind of black underneath, and I'm sure we'll fill in above. So it just kind of looks like this cool little side detail on the Aston Martin. And some more engine details in there. So I hope everyone's been having a good weekend. Let me know if you guys got to do anything exciting or especially enjoyable. I know I was supposed to go on a hike today, but that unfortunately got canceled. Hopefully everyone else actually had their plans work out. Alright, so we just had 7 of these 1x2 drum lacquered silver tiles with some printing on them. I guess this is going to be the grille of our Aston Martin. Oh, that's interesting. So I was wondering why in the last step we only put one of these guys on. And that's because if you see here, they've got a little groove. And so this is actually going to go in the groove like that somehow. Maybe like that. We'll see in a sec. And it's actually just going to float in here. It does not attach to anything else. Oh, except that's the wrong one. Oh, I took a plate off of it. So you can see kind of wiggles around a little bit. So I'm not sure if there's really anything we can do to keep that centered, but it's still an interesting design. I just wish there was some way that we could hold it into place on the backside there. And maybe we will. We'll just have to wait and see. Time for another sticker. Considering how many stickers were on the sheet here, we have not used a whole lot of them, just mainly for the front license plate and like the spy detector. Spy tracker, whatever it is. The thing that they had to make up for the movie before GPS was a thing. So there's our sticker, little Aston Martin logo going on the front here. Kind of finishing off our grille. And I guess that because it holds these guys in place now with this piece, this doesn't slide around as much anymore. So there we go. Criticism averted. I'm sure the Lego set designers can sleep easier at night knowing that I'm not upset with them. Looks like we finally get to build the mechanism for that gear shifter. And it looks like it's going to be attached to the headlights. Hey there, BFA home, how's it going? Huh, so this is interesting. We had these white click hinge thingies in here, and so we just built these little assemblies with the headlights on them. And we've got the clip here, not a click hinge. But that is how we're attaching it to this anyway, apparently, is that the clip goes into the click hinge. And so now we've got headlights. Then when we move the shifter, I guess those are supposed to be the guns that pop out. That's kind of cool. And yes, BFA, I can definitely relate to that feeling of spending too much on Lego. And yes, according to the instructions, those are indeed machine guns that pop up. You know, those Lego-friendly values of machine guns. Remember when I first heard that this was going to be a set, it's like, wait, James Bond? That spy series with all the violence and sex and stuff? That is a good fit for the Lego brand values? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of James Bond. I just was very surprised to see it becoming a Lego thing. It's kind of like, we don't support modern violence and guns, except when we do. Come on, parts, stay together. Hey Aaron, welcome back. Making it 3 nights in a row at an ungodly hour. Appreciate your dedication, man. Time for the headlight assemblies. Got a couple lovely silver shields going on. We've Legos used that technique now a few times. For the headlights, putting one of these 2x2 round dishes on the shield. I think it works pretty well. Those go on a battle droid arm so they can clip onto here. And it does not get in the way of our machine guns flipping out, so that's pretty nice. It's almost as if they designed it that way. Alright, and this step now has us using 22 of these 1x2 curved bricks to just kind of fill up all along both sides here. So that's pretty much all the pieces left in here. And then a couple tiles. And just give it those nice smooth lines all the way down the length of the front. And more go on the inside. Got all those seated well, so everything is Everything's nice and smooth. Very snazzy looking. Well, I think this is going to be it for bag 3 here. Just a few more parts to kind of clean things up a bit. Putting these tiles in here locks the headlights in. Okay, maybe not so much. Thought it locked the headlights in. Pretends to lock the headlights in. So now you can flip the headlights up for like high beam mode. Alright. We're now approaching the end. Also going to finally get to use the tires and our big windscreen piece here. So get those ready. I think this might be the mechanism here so the hood can open. Looks like maybe a fold forward hood, which is kind of interesting. Some of the larger pieces out of here. There are little curvy slips. They're hiding from me. Why don't you want to be found, curvy slips? This is definitely interesting. I'm trying to build like the hood while attached to the car already. Usually you build the hood and then clip it on or something. is looking like the hood is going to have some interesting snot techniques on it. Well, if you ever want to redo the song BFA Home, feel free to, and send it back over, and we can update what we play here. So it's interesting. So we've got like two different curve slopes on the hood to kind of give it like a gradually like bulging shape near the front. It looks like the last piece we're going to do with the snot stuff is going to give it kind of like a hood scoop. So yeah, there we go. So you got the wall panels, and then this all goes here, and onto our little snot thing here. I kind of have like the shape of a hood scoop. I think that's probably how it's gonna go. Oh, yeah, there we are. All right, now have the fun of attaching this in place. It's kind of difficult to get it to really snap into or onto those studs there. But in the end, well, that certainly looks pretty sleek. I like how that finished up, but then it not only does it go up, but it goes like all the way up. So you can access the engine inside. Pretty sweet detail. And yeah, if you notice, when you put it down, at first it doesn't quite fit all the way, and there's actually a little wiggle room because these two black Technic lift arms here just have like this little bit of wiggle, so you can kind of move it back and forth like that. This is interesting. So I've been wondering about these gaps we had up at the top here. And we're currently building, looks like what is going to finish those off. Alright, so we just built 2 of these assemblies. And you see we've used the 1x1 brick with studs on both sides. And those studs have a through hole in them. They can put a 318 bar on. And so now if we look in here, you'll see that red 1x1 round plate with a bar on it. And so now we can just put that in there. And so the hole on here goes onto that bar. And voila! We've got some side view mirrors with some fancy silver fronts. So now I guess with pretty much all of the front finish, we're moving on to the back of the car. This is going to be part of the rear windshield that we're building. It's going to be an interesting kind of snot build here. Alright, yeah, so just built this guy. It's got a bunch of clips on it at different angles. So it's got like one on each side over here, one on the back, one on the sides. So those are different angles. And so we're gonna flip this like that. And like way back in like bag 1, you can see we've got these plates with bars there and there. And so I believe you can see, maybe, that just snaps on to all 4 of those. I don't think it's quite on that one. Looks good there. It doesn't look like it's all the way snapped on this side. There we go. All right, so it is leaving currently a little bit of a gap here, but I'm sure we'll fill that up with something before we finish up. I'm going to tighten up some of these bricks up. Kind of got loosened by pushing that down. Certainly an interesting technique there. Get that rear windshield. Yep, looks like we're going to build the thing that fills that in. And in fact, we're going to build 2 of them, but slightly different. I'm going to say the hell with it and build them both at the same time. It's kind of an interesting way to build up to this cheese slope. So I got a clip, a lightsaber bar, a bushing, and a Technic pin with a stud. So you can put those trans black pieces on top to start building the side window area. Sticker on these. I'm gonna try to clean off my thumbprints instead of the trans clear parts. Make sure to put the right one on, because that'd be awkward otherwise. So the sticker there adds that little curve to kind of give it the proper shaping. And so now, one of the same bars that the rear view or rear windscreen clips onto, this is going to clip onto, maybe. There we go, but it does it at an angle. So this cheese slope's kind of fill in that. It creates a pretty interesting profile. And it matches the slope decently well. Just make sure there's nothing different on the other side. Nope. That's a pretty cool technique, I like that. I mean, I would say BFA home, just in general, thinking about the Matinee Online game makes me happy. Just one of those nostalgic things, lots of good memories. Those early days of Bionicle where you didn't really know much about the story. It was all like new and exciting. Had that feeling of like mystery. Talking about it with people online, trying to figure it out. Figure out what was next. Good times. Alright, so I think we're about to find out what our exhaust screen does. It looks like that's going to be for the pop-up bulletproof shield on the back. So we just built this panel here. You can see it's got that yellow Technic brick. And so now when we turn this, that goes up. And then maybe it goes down. Hopefully once we kind of build some more around this, it's a little less finicky in its operation. If you don't do it all the way, then it goes down easier. If you go up too far, it catches on these white plates with bars. Alright, so now, we're going to wrap things up by doing the, well, not wrap this part up by doing the, I guess, the trunk and the rear bumper, which will have our rotating license plates on the back. I don't know, BFA Home. I'm sure if I heard the music from Gakoro, I would recognize it, but I could not, like, hum it right now if you wanted me to. I guess it's just been too long since I have heard it. Alright, got our rear rotating license plate coming together. stickers are coming hot and heavy now that we're getting close to the end. So we only got 3 left. Put a little one on this 1x1 Technic brick. There it is, DB5. And another sticker. This time it is the little Aston Martin logo. Going on the back there. Alright, so just built this guy with our license plate. It's got these 2 click hinges on the back. And this, click hinges, some bars. And those can go together like that. And now it looks like it's gonna pop right on the clips on our back windshield here. Alright, so it looks like the back of our Aston Martin just about done. So that pops open. And then it goes up real easily, but it still catches to come down. So yeah, you gotta be kind of careful with that feature. Alright, so now it looks like we're going back to the inside. Got to finish up our dashboard here. Obviously got to do the main windscreen. And then I guess last is going to be the ejector seat and the roof that pops up. This bond apparently needs 5 different gauges in his dashboard. I'm not sure. I'm curious if that's like accurate to the Aston Martin or accurate to the film, or if Lego just made it up. Like, we need something in here. So there we go. I mean, obviously you have like the speedometer and the tachometer, maybe the temperature and the fuel gauge. I'm not sure what else you would need on there. Anyway, this all should pop in somewhere around here. There we go. Hey, stop that. Time for our last 2 stickers going on our big windscreen piece here. These are relatively small stickers going on the big windscreen piece. There. Assume we're going to fill in that gap at some point. Alright, now we're starting to fill in the roof. Of course, gotta leave the opening for the ejector seat, which I thought I was going to do both of these at the same time, but apparently not the case. I'm glad I read a little bit ahead, or else I would have made a boo-boo. I guess you really had a bout of nostalgia there, BFA Home. Downloading Matt New Online Game 2 on your gaming PC. This is kind of interesting. So we've got one of these hinge plates here, but we're attaching it in such a way that it can't be opened. So I guess we just want that little tab there. probably to rest along the edge of the windshield here to give it some extra support. Curious to hear how the Matt and Online Game 2 runs on your gaming PC, and how many security vulnerabilities you have to open when you try to install Flash. Alright, so here is the other half of our roof that goes over the driver's side. We've got a clip to attach to the windshield. You can see we're using these white panels with a little kind of track on them. And I guess that's going to be so we can have a part that just rests gently on top, so that can get pushed off by the ejector seat mechanism. So that clips onto there, attaches to our other piece. Oh, attaches in a few points. There we go. So yes, this is not a convertible. The rest of this roof is on there pretty solid. Alright, closing up this gap over here with the tile. And now, probably need to flip that out to work on the ejector seat mechanism. I feel like this, I mean, obviously we're just about done with the car, but this definitely feels like the coup de grace of this vehicle. Is that first time we eject that ejector seat, if that works, that's gonna be like, gonna make it or break it for the set. Alright, so just built this piece of roof. You can see how that will go there pretty nicely. And it's got little Technic bricks there. And it's going to attach onto this guy. So you can see that that will cover it. Once it's like that, I mean, it looks like it's one solid top. It's kind of crazy that like we built some of this mechanism back in like bag 1, and now here in bag 4 we're finally finishing it. Alright, now we get to build the seat, and I think that's the seat and the wheels, and then we're probably going to be about done here. And I just looked at the time, we are, I guess, a little over. If I'd wanted to be sticking to our hour a day. But obviously at this point we're just gonna power on through and finish it up. Alright, so there is our ejector seat. Looks fairly normal, but there's like a solid spot, not kind of curved. Look at it from the bottom, you can see we've got 3 Technic bricks with a pinhole in there. And so that goes on the red Technic axle. And just kind of sits there. Oh. Nice and pretty. Gonna open it up from the side. Kind of hard to see, but it looks like just a normal seat in there. And so then let's test it out. So we pull back, the top should go down, and we let go, the seat should pop out. All right, there's that. Oh, all right. That was pretty sweet. So maybe you can see a little better. So you can see that red Technic axle there. And so that just pops right on there. All right, so now we just got to do the wheels. And then I think we're gonna be done. Alright, should I go with our rims? We've got these lovely little pieces. I feel like these might be new for this set, an exclusive there. And so they don't go on this side, but you flip them over, and that part goes into the little center spot, just like that. So put one of those in each of the tires. And so the middle of this thing is a stud that we can then put one of these 1x1 round tiles or plates with the 318 bar on. And then, straight from Ninjago, we've got these shurikens that we put on here. Not really paying attention to what direction I'm putting them on. I'm not sure that it matters. And then the wheels on the car go round and round. Alright, and that is going to be all she wrote. Now we get to show it off. So, rolls along quite nicely. Very smooth ride, you know, very expensive car. This is no ordinary car. This is James Bond's car, so it's got no shortage of special features. So we got some normal special feature or normal features like doors that open. But over on the driver's side, there's a secret compartment with a phone, because this was from the 60s when cell phones were not a thing. And of course you got the trunk that opens. And one thing that they show in the instructions is that they leave these telescopes in here. So when you close the trunk, see how easy this is. So you can pop off one of these guys and you put the telescope on, maybe. I think you have to pop the little center piece out too. That makes it a little trickier to do this easily. This is why it's a creator expert set. Can I pull it out that way? All right, very easy to use play feature. Every time I try to get this piece out and I fail, you lose 1 point in my review score, Aston Martin DB5. Like, seriously? Got the whole center thing out. Alright, try to use a knife now. Alright, well, with as much fun as that was, we're only going to do one of these. So you take this guy off, put the telescope on, and then you put that guy back. And so now, while James Bond is driving alongside and someone's trying to stop him, puts those out, you can take out their tires. So, that's a thing. Also on the back, while we're back here, you can see he's got a lovely license plate, JB007, but what happens if someone makes him? Oh, well, now his license plate is LU6789. Or BMT216A 4711EA62. So he's got 4 different options for license plates back there. Very nice, lovely silver bumper, dual exhaust. But what happens if someone's trying to shoot you from behind? Just turn that exhaust pipe and your bulletproof shield comes up. Doesn't always go back down though. You gotta kind of push it down. I do like the smooth kind of profile, the gradual curves. I think they did a pretty good job there. The lovely front grille, nice headlights, got that moving license plate, just like on the back. And so yeah, before we showed, you know, what happens if someone's trying to shoot you from behind. Well, what happens if you're trying to track someone down and you need to shoot them? Well, no worries. You got some guns that can pop out underneath your headlights. So there is the shifter in here. You can see the little red tile. And when you pull back on that, that makes the guns spin out. So that's pretty cool. That feature works quite well. Nice and simple. As far as normal car features go, the hood does come up, folds forward instead of backward, which is kind of nice, and you can have access to the what is it, like I think of an inline 6 engine there. Lots of power to get James Bond where he's going. And I think that is about it for the features, except for probably the coolest one. What happens if someone somehow gets into your car and is in the passenger seat next to you and you don't want them there anymore? Well, all you gotta do is pull back on the bumper. Maybe. It worked so well the first time. Not sure what is getting in the way there. Alright, so maybe you get stuck, you're hosed. Alright, here we go. So you pull back on the bumper, and the roof comes back, and you let go, and the ejection seat goes out. Oh, and that is one more thing I forgot. There's also, at this point with everything built in so much, let's see. I'm not sure even how well you'll be able to see that there. But there is a little dial here you can turn, a little spy tracker comes up, so that's another feature in there. I'm kind of bummed that the ejection seat did not work very well the second time around, because it worked so well the first time. Let's try again. The launching works well. It's the pulling back of the roof that's somehow getting stuck here. Oh, that time it landed back in. That's not very helpful. Just wondering if I have to kind of tweak this around. Alright, since we're about done, I'm going to put up our giveaway link. If you already entered yesterday or Friday, you do not need to enter again. You're still good. But hopefully we'll have one more winner tonight. Alright, one more try. Just keeps getting stuck somehow on this front edge. There we go. I need to like push this up a little bit. There we go. When it works, it's super awesome. Alright, so that is by far the coolest feature. I wish that every Creator Expert car had some cool play features like this guy. I mean, the ejection seat, that's pretty sweet. Removing license plates, also cool. The guns that pop out, even the bullet screen, even though it doesn't go back down very well. But all in all, it's definitely a lot of cool mechanisms, and the car looks pretty sweet as well. I love all the drum lacquered silver kind of details that we get. And the ejection seat. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Let's see if there's any other comments in the chat. Yes, I should not use the leg glue on that. All right. So for our last giveaway of the stream and for the weekend, our lucky winner will be Calvin Russley. Congratulations, you have won a Captain Phasma buildable figure. We'll be getting in touch to get you that prize. And yeah, thanks so much, guys. I hope you had a good time on the stream. Looking forward to reading through your feedback from the past few days and seeing what set you would like us to build next. We will definitely be keeping that in mind. We'll not be streaming next weekend. Next weekend is Toy Fair in New York City, so we will be up in Manhattan covering that. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned to our social media channels. We'll be posting a lot of stuff on our Instagram, which will eventually make its way over to Twitter and Facebook, but Instagram at BZPgram is going to be the best place to find everything that we're seeing at Toy Fair. So looking forward to heading up there and seeing what there is to see. Looking forward to interacting with some of you guys on there. Let us know what you're most excited for at Toy Fair, and we'll do our best to get some good pictures of it. So yeah, all those new Bionicle sets, PFA homie, I kind of doubt it, unfortunately. But thanks so much, guys. I hope you had a good time this weekend. I know I did. This is probably one of my favorite of the Creator Expert cars to build so far, just because of all those play features. The Mustang's probably right behind it in number 2. So yeah, talk to you next time in a couple weeks.